What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to Wednesday's episode of the Plus Money Sports Betting Podcast. My name is Q. You can follow me across all socials at Bets by Q. And of course, this podcast is brought to you by Black Sheep Betting, where it is a dog's world. We are off to a rough week. There is no denying it. Feels like I've been burnt in so many different ways, despite being on the right side. But I guess that's just how you interpret what's the right side. Some people might say, well, the winning side is the right side, and, it's hard to negate that. Nonetheless, yesterday was tough. No way around it. 1-4 on the card, down some units. The Guardians could not get there against Scooball, but here's what was frustrating. Dude, first of all, it was a classic match. I actually watched this entire game. Scooball's on fire, dude. 14 strikeouts. But the Guardians had a chance. Bottom of the ninth. Jose Ramirez hits seemingly a single, and he ends up on third base, no outs. I don't know what MLB teams have with not wanting to bunt in key situations. Growing up, it was one of the first things that we learned. It was a situational play. If we were in a slump and we needed to get somebody on base, and if we were in a position to win the game, we would bunt the ball. With a man on third, no outs, I just don't understand how you don't do that. I really don't. Feels like this game should have probably went to extras. An error in the first inning is what really allowed, it was the difference maker in this game. Anyways, we lose on the Guardians on the money line. I double dipped on the futures. It's just, we're going to stay away from that game today, so don't worry. Hunter Green's out prop got burned in the first. Dude, Shohei Ohtani hits a leadoff home run. He hits 2 home runs. Teoscar Hernandez hits 2 home runs. Hunter Green didn't stand a chance. This play was over before it got started. Whatever. We had a half unit on Stanton in the Yankees game that did not cash. We had Stanton to record an RBI. We also had Stanton a half unit to hit a home run. All we needed was one of these plays to cash, and we're looking really good going into hump day. But he didn't cash his RBI or his home run prop, obviously. But he had the bases loaded. In the ninth, the Yankees become the first team in Major League Baseball history to have the bases loaded in the bottom of the ninth and not score a run with no outs. Just brutal. Wrong side of history. Okay? The one bright spot here was we were all over the Cubs and the Padres on the under, which was funny because it felt like a contrarian play, but it hit. Still, it's not the outcome that we want in the middle of the week. I'm not here to sugarcoat it, but it's October, and variance is a part of the grind here. The key is discipline. No chasing, no desperation bets, just sticking to the process that gets us long-term profit, okay? So if you're new to the show, just know that we will right this ship. We always do. We are positive on the year, positive on the month. We're down on the week, all right? Before we dive into today's breakdown, quick reminder, check out the links in the description. One will take you to the VIP chat. The other a free chat with my boy Will from the Double Fault Tennis Podcast. Hop in there, get connected, join the conversation. Um, we're in the Asian swing of tennis, so if you're not able to catch the podcast plays or it's not enough for you, um, you'll regularly find me in the tennis chat in the Discord, and a little bit in the NFL chat as well. But late night plays, that's where you want to be at. Absolutely free. Please check it out. All right, let's move on to today's slate. I have one game that I'm playing today. I know it's a full slate. It's a wild card round. There's some elimination games here. But I'm going to zero in on this Cubs versus Padres game, and I think it sets up perfectly for a first five wager. San Diego rolls out Dylan Cease. He is clearly the superior arm here in this matchup. Elite swing and miss stuff. The ability to put a lineup in a blender. The reason this line isn't wider comes down to his postseason resume, to be honest with you. 4 career playoff outings, an ERA that is not good, over 12. And in his lone postseason start, he didn't make it out of the second inning. Those scars are baked into the number here. Rightfully so. Playoff baseball is completely different. Some people do very well in October. Some people do very bad in October. Some people get the yips, man. But this is a reset spot for Dylan Cease. Cease on the line, ball in his hand. And if there's a moment for Cease to deliver, it's tonight against the team that drafted him nearly 11 years ago. Across from him, Chicago rolls out Andrew Kittredge. Gotta be honest, this is a bullpen game, okay? Kittredge has never been a true starter, never started in October, and the Cubs are essentially piecing this thing together, hoping that they can survive, it seems like, to force a game 3. That feels like a conservative move, one that will probably bite them in the butt. But it opens the door for San Diego's bats to strike early. And those bats have been hot out of the gate. Over their last 3 games, San Diego has averaged 5 runs in the first 5 innings compared to just 2.8 runs that the Chicago Cubs deliver, which really was 2.8 in the first 5 was one of the best in baseball, to be honest with you. But over the last 3 for Chicago, they've averaged about 1 run in the first 5. So I think the early advantage is clear here. My daughter is going crazy over there. But Fernando Tatis Jr., he's also been on fire. Manny Machado coming off a clean 2-for-2 game. And even if he's not quit hitting the bombs and the hard stuff, he's squaring the ball up. And he's in a lineup that's in a good place right now against a pitcher like Kittredge in the bullpen for Chicago, who they pitch to contact and they can leave something up. It's a recipe for early damage. That's why I'm going to isolate the first half here. We don't need to sweat the bullpens. We don't need to handicap the 9th inning chaos. If San Diego is up through 5, we cash. If it's tied, we push. That's the kind of spot I want. Play the Padres. First 5 money line, minus 105. Gonna put 1.5 units on the Padres first 5 money line. Okay, that's it. Clean, simple, one spot that we're attacking today. Remember, we have the Guardians futures, so we are rooting for them in the early game. We want the Guardians to win this game. In fact, we need the Guardians to win this game. There is not a proper head spot here due to our miss yesterday on the Guardians money line. No need to essentially shoot ourselves in the foot with a Detroit play today, even though that they are plus money. So just sit back, hang tight. Let's be patient. We got to be a closer, okay? We don't chase. I don't chase in real life. I don't chase on the podcast. And I encourage you not to chase. All right? Let's lock in one play at a time. I'll be back here tomorrow with more plus money plays from around the sports world. Stay disciplined. Check out those links in the description because I will have some action later on tonight that I will be dropping in the Discord. Good luck on your bets. I hope each and every one of them hits. And I'll see you at the counter. Peace.